Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here. Back to put a few of these pudgy, plotting celebrity punks to work on the treadmill in XCOM, The Long War 2. And some of you guys are starting to look a little doughy, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can conceal a lot with clever costuming. I know you're wearing horizontal stripes, and you've got the narrow waistcoat thing that sort of accentuates the V shape that you're starting to lose, but come on, guys. Watching last episode, that was like watching Cartman try and keep up with Stan, Kyle, and Kenny when they're in a hurry. Yeah, seriously, you guys, wait up. Prison and there's captives so far away. I hate you guys so much. It's just the distance between our spawn point and the objective was ludicrous. And I'm surprised Hallie Speed Bump Barry, who totally lived up to her name last mission, by the way, didn't just get off the Sky Ranger when we return, dash into the command center and cry, "We have lost!" and then drop dead from exhaustion. It would have been a real Battle of Marathon kind of thing, except without the victory for Athens. This is the second mission that's gone this way, and I'll be damned if a third mission goes this way. It's not going to go the same a third time. So it's macrobiotic diets, daily sessions of PDX 90, and most importantly, SMGs and stripped down loadouts for every single person the next time we have to go on one of those rescue missions, because they definitely seem to be more about speed than anything else. And we're going to get Susan Powder on this one. We got to stop the insanity. It really feels like we're already playing out of a hole, and we can't afford to let any more free personnel go unrecovered. It's starting to feel like maybe the beginning of a vicious cycle. And, you know, speaking of the beginning of the vicious cycle, although I think I mentioned this in my Darkest Dungeon thing, wouldn't vicious cycle be the greatest name for, like, in a spin class of all time? Like, what are you doing? Oh, you know, I'm going down to the Y, going to take that new vicious cycle class they got. Man, that stuff, it's such a great cardio workout, man. We do have the jailbirds already deployed, and their infiltration looks like it's going to be finishing relatively quickly, so I don't expect... This is probably what we're going to get done. I am looking forward to having basic research finished. It would be nice if we could maybe score ourselves another scientist as well. Operation Red Sleep. Hack the hidden resistance computer to find a lead. Baseline enemy activity is very light. We get 21 intel if we complete this. Let's take a look at the timer. We do have a specialist available. Martha Stewart, after failing her last mission, is ready. So let's grab the LAPD drunk tank here. Or whether this was the public servants. Yeah, let's grab the public servants here. Back to squad select. Yeah. So what do we got? We have 6 days, 0 hours. We're going to have to lose a team member. All right, well, first off, let's do this. Halle Berry, can you carry a submachine gun? That's the question. A shotgun, SMG. All right, you're getting the SMG. Your mobility is just straight up trash. We have got to speed you up. You're loaded down with way too much gear. And honestly, if you're firing your SMG, something has probably already gone catastrophically wrong. So that will help. That's going to help speed us up. And this is also going to be more of a get in, get out kind of mission. And I really feel like maybe what we should do, let's get Martha Stewart, and we're going to go SMG for Martha Stewart too. Because again, this one's going to be more about speed than firepower. Winona Ryder, what do we want to have you do? You're still a squatty, which is bad. Also, we got Nick Nolte. Somebody is going to have to get... Okay, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. I mean, not literally kill. We're going to swap you out. And I think who we'll take instead, let's get Lance Corporal Cokie Smurf Allen. We bring him in on us. Does that let us maybe bring an additional rookie? Could we take Winona Ryder? You know, Winona Ryder is a technical. Would we rather have an assault trooper here, or would we rather have a technical? You know who we would rather not have? Jay-Z. As a sniper, I don't feel like on a high mobility mission he really brings a lot to the table. So let's take you. Okay, we're going to take our technical. Jay-Z can stay on the squad, that's fine. He's just not going to go on the mission. This doesn't really seem like a sniper kind of mission. I feel better with this. We got Lance Corporal Tim Allen, who's got the assault with the run and gun, got the shotty, ready to go in, do some damage, get some kills, get the work done. We got Winona Deep Pockets Ryder, our technical, who's going to have a rocket launcher. So we got mad explosives. And my theory on the explosives thing is, in this fashion, maybe we could bust our way through a wall. So you have a flashbang, you have a flashbang, you have a flashbang. Let's get at least one smoke grenade, and I think that feels like more of a Martha Stewart. I like this loadout. The public servants, It's time. There's trash by the side of the highway. All y'all got to get out there and pick it up. Not because you want to beautify the America's roadways, but because, you know, the judge said it's either this or jail time. You're like, well, I guess I'm picking up garbage then. They were all out of public service announcement spots there. It'd be like, hi, I'm Kelsey Grammer, reminding you, you know, don't drink a lot of liquor and get behind the wheel of a car. And then the more you know star comes across the screen. Da, da, da. Start the infiltration then for Operation Red Sleep. Which sounds horrific. Oh, how'd you sleep last night? Man, it was a sea of red. I had the most bloody, violent nightmares you're ever going to imagine. I awoke in an ocean of red.
The outcome of this research can only
Basic research completed. The required number of scientists has been reduced by 1 for research projects, and research will accumulate at a faster rate than before. Let's see how much faster then. So alien biotech went from 7 to 5. You know, that's respectable. Basic research apparently has a cost that goes up. Yeah, it definitely does. So 15 days for resistance radio, which is interesting because I would love to be able to build a radio beacon. Not that we have the assets for it. Let's just do alien biotech. That'll get us 5 days. We can get that out of the way. Really? I'm going to guess like PCS upgrades, Dr. Tigan. That's usually what we get. You know, tearing weird chips out of people's skull from the rear, even though it'd be, you know, from the front of their face, and even though the chip is implanted in the rear of their head. So we could pick up Chris Ferguson here. Sabotage the Advent Monument and get Advent's attention. Aliens have left an urban center relatively unprotected. We can strike one of their monuments and send a message, but Advent will certainly respond. We have never done one of these missions before. But we have like 6 team members. I feel like we got a pretty strong crew. We've got full infiltration bonuses, 6 team members, strong crew. Weird mission type is what has me worried. The theory here is that, so this seems like it's just Operation Gatecrasher, basically. Which sucks, because we all know Operation Gatecrasher, it's one of the most, on the higher difficulties, Gatecrasher is oftentimes one of the more difficult missions you will play in Vanilla Deuce. Which, as we know, is what Pete calls Vanilla XCOM now, or rather, Vanilla XCOM Do. Yeah, it's just Vanilla Deuce now. Be like, yeah, but I remember back in the days, Vanilla Deuce. Be like, no, what'd you drink a bunch of Coke and then go take a dump? No. You know, it's killing aliens. Completely unrelated to me loving vanilla Coke and then periodically, you know, pooping. Everybody poops. They wrote a book about it. It's fine. Probably I'd have, you know, more healthy bowel movements if I enrolled myself in my Vicious Cycle spin class, which still, I'm saying, how is there not a spin class called Vicious Cycle? Somewhere. If you're watching this and you own like a Gold's Gym or a GNC or a Planet Fitness or whatever, you gotta start a spin class called Vicious Cycle, man. Meanwhile, Operation Moon Saga continues to load. Here we go. By the way, I'm pretty sure Stephanie Meyer is going to hit you guys with a cease and desist, Pavonis Interactive. Moon Saga? There's only one Moon Saga. Thank you. New Moon. That's the only Moon Saga. Twilight, New Moon. We have to walk over there and blow that up? Man, how come we couldn't have gotten this mission objective placement on our last mission where we have to go like 12.5 feet and then explode a thing? Would have been nice. All right, Phil the Spectre here. What are you rocking here? So Phil's our gunner. Where's where's my Shinobi? I definitely brought one. All right, Jokey, let's get you. I don't want to run up to the corner of this building and theoretically get spotted, so we're gonna take things a little more cautiously. We're sending our Shinobi in. Also, I can't help but notice we do not have a turn timer here. We do not have a turn timer, and there are enemies between us and our objective. So let's be a little cautious with how we move. We want to get better vision on these guys. What do we got? Viper. Actually, it looks like a Viper Sniper, possibly. Viper Sniper, regular Advent Trooper. I did not see what their other little friend was, although I think he also was a regular Advent Trooper. These guys could patrol, and we don't really want to get pinned down. And again, I don't see a turn counter here, so let's play this a little. We could maybe slow play this. All right, there's a lot of bad guys here. We've got 2 pods, visible on multiple angles. I don't like this at all. We definitely want to shift our battlefield over this way. So Phil Spector, I want you up here where you've got vision, but also have the elevation bonus. Same thing for old Kaz. Get the Kaz over here as well. Actually, who else would be benefiting from Matthew Hit and Run Broderick? You don't really need an elevated position. Tanya Harding, I don't know enough about technicals yet to know if you need an elevated position or not. So you have 2 shots with the flamethrower, 1 shot with the rocket launcher. How big is the rocket launcher? It's pretty damn big, actually. All right, well, I like the look of that, if nothing else. So Tanya Harding, maybe we give you an elevated position?
Orders confirmed.
Please don't tell me that rocket scatter, though. If they brought back rocket scatter from, like, the original Long War, I think I may hate technicals more than anything I've ever hated. Because I really hated Rocketeers in the original XCOM, and it was entirely due to rocket scatter. It's just, it was a terrible mechanic. So Reese Witherspoon, you're a sharpshooter. You gotta have an elevation bonus, girl. Get you over here. That leaves us to Kaz and OJ. We really kind of want OJ to have an elevation bonus as well. He's a ranger, and he's got a hair trigger. And no, I'm not talking about his explosive, violent temper, although he has one of those as well.
Position confirmed.
That's not the hair trigger I'm talking about. Let's go on Overwatch here, just out of an abundance of caution. I'm a little worried about Jared Fogel. So these guys are definitely going to patrol into us, which is fine. As long as the other pod maybe moves away so that we can activate one without activating the other, we'll be fine. They did not move away. They have, in fact, closed in on us. This is not good. So, Jared, can you move? As long as we can reposition, all I really want to do is get away from this other pod so that we're only engaging one at a time. And I have a feeling that maybe, just maybe, this is going to be one of those missions where the turn timer starts as soon as we get loud. Like, we'll have as long as we want until things pop off, but once shit starts popping off,
Moving on target location.
that's going to be it. So I would love to see if we can maybe swing our way around, get the team a little bit closer to the objective. Let's see if we can work our way around the edge. McConaughey. These guys patrol this way, which is the same direction they were patrolling last time. It's unlikely, not impossible, but it is unlikely that they would patrol far enough to spot us. This is a bit of a risky move if there's a pod over here, but we got lucky. All right, Philly Spectre, let's get you over here, put you in some full cover, get you ready to shoot down on the angle. Jared, if we're expecting the enemy to be over here, we kind of want you to be over here too, but we need to get you there without giving away your position. Cosby? Let's get you a height elevation. We're not going to be able to hack this thing. Somebody is physically going to have to run up to it and set us up a bomb. Okay, Broderick. If we want grenades on target, you are the man for that job. Let's get you over here. Your foot speed's a little low. We did not get Matthew Broderick equipped with an SMG, which I should have liked, but we didn't have the time. Tanya Harding, we're going to put you on Overwatch. Reese Witherspoon, you're overwatching as well. OJ, I love you having the height advantage here so much. I really don't want to give it up. But this is going to leave our party too strung out. Reese Witherspoon's got... She's got squad sight. Oh, good. These guys are patrolling away. Fantastic. We're just going to follow them then. We're just going to try and follow these guys in and sneak as close to the objective as we can get with Matthew McConaughey doing the, you know, he's doing eyes for us. Matthew McConaughey has eyes on the enemy.
Like
All right, Pete. You know me. I'm always on the lookout for the next big thing, bro. All right, so there's the objective.
You're near the target position.
If we had Ghost Walker, we might be able to slice it. Like, we could maybe slice our way through this. The problem with that is if we do that, we activate 3 pods at once. Do we want to try that? No, because we're going to wind up right in the middle of a shit sandwich if we do that. I don't know about you. I'm not that fond of shit sandwiches. I don't want to have to eat one. So I think we have Matty Matt step back over here. And it feels like we should just improve our position as best we can, getting people height elevations where appropriate. And then prepare. Maybe next turn we start shooting.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Uncle Jared, we're going to want you close. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies even closer. And if Jared Fogel is around, you better keep a close eye on that son of a bitch. Matty B. Matthew Broderick, actually, you've got a little more latitude in where we can put you and still get you used to good effect. Like, here seems respectable.
Good to go.
Kaz, you just have an SMG. You know what? Let's get the Cosby up here. Because we do still have that one pod that's over here. We want to try... Yep, okay. Are they... Keep an eye on it? No, but the Cosby can see a hack bonus. Let's check it out and see what it is. Now, you know what? I'm worried that might reveal us. There are some bugs associated with, like, checking hack stuff. And honestly, whatever that hack bonus is, it's not worth blowing our concealment before we're ready. It's absolutely not. Harding, you're going to be up here and be on Overwatch. Reese, let's get you... I would love to get some Overwatch out of you as well, but it just doesn't feel like it's in the cards. We're going to bring you over here as well. And then OJ is going to take this last spot up top. So let's give that last spot to the Juice. Get ready to juice me some enemies, OJ. That's what I want. I want to see that hair trigger of yours in action. In, you know, a positive fashion for once. So these guys are moving away. They will come back towards us if we activate them. We need to know where that other pod went. Okay, the other pod is still not visible. So, do we start things off with a grenade, a rocket, maybe a flamethrower? How big is the flamethrower? If we could hit all of those guys with a juice of flame, that'd be really good. It's not that long. So we are definitely not going to be able to catch them with a flamethrower. All right, well, important lesson. We could start things off by having Matthew the Joker McConaughey slip forward and chuck a grenade at him, but I don't relish the thought of blowing his cover. Who else has an explosive grenade that is unlikely to have a more useful action? I feel like maybe Bill Cosby is that man. We got the 4 enemies. We're not going to get a better chance than this. Let's do it. Here comes the frag. Can we catch them all? No, we can catch 3. We can only catch 3 out of the 4. Unless we have Matthew Broderick do the grenade. But honestly, this feels like the smarter play. Some people here would set up the Overwatch and try to go that route. I would rather be able to react to the enemy's positions and movement. I would rather have a bit of a reactive phase than to try and hope that our troopers were going to be good enough to pick them off on Overwatch. So one of those guys is already dead because he's on fire. We got nothing to worry about from that cat. He is done. What we do have to worry about, however, is the remaining positions of these other pods. But that's why we kept Matthew McConaughey's action on reserve. We can send Matty Matt in here and see, okay, we've got more enemies now, so we're going to have to be very careful. There are guys back there. We really can't get too close in advance on these guys' position. If we do, we're going to give ourselves away. So what we're going to try to do is just take whatever the best shots we've got without doing that are, and they are not very good. He's got 2. Alternatively, we do have one other play, and I don't like going to this well this early, but I kind of feel like we pretty limited options here. We got to get rid of some of this cover. You know what, Tanya Harding? I feel like maybe now's your moment. This seems like your time to shine. If Tanya's in this tile, does she get spotted? No. But there's a very strong chance that she would be spotted next turn. So you know what? I'm not going to do that. Let's bring her to here instead. And hope that this pod over here has not wandered back into the line of sight. Perfect. They have not. Alright, so this rocket is really big. My question is, even though it's really big, how far is it going to scatter? So there's the wrist rocket. Well, we killed one, injured another. So the answer is those things are completely and totally and always utterly unreliable and probably not really worth taking. That's disappointing. It also didn't destroy cover the way I might have hoped that it would either. Reese Witherspoon, what's your best shot? 42 on the Viper, which is not good. All right, we're going to have to rely on the man we should have relied on to begin with, Matthew Broderick. So hit and run. We got to get you in a position where you can do some actual grenade work for us. This move seems extraordinarily risky. If we were to spawn another pod with that, no, we can't afford to take that risk. We're going to come down here to half cover instead. And if we need to, we can drop smoke on these guys. We'll come up with an alternative strategy, but we got to get rid of some of this cover. I want the Viper dead much more than I want the other Trooper dead. So let's just drop this here. This should kill one or facilitate some kills. I would expect to see that Trooper die. The Viper may live, but any follow-up shots we have should take him. You've got to be shitting me. 2 damage? All we got was 2 damage out of that. All right, well. Also, this Viper still has cover. We hit him with an explosive grenade. Why did it not destroy cover? You're making me very salty here, XCOM. Very salty indeed. All right, take the shot. The hair trigger, OJ Simpson, it's too good. It's too good. We're probably going to have OJ going Overwatch. Phil Spector, here's what you're going to do. Oh, can you not catch both of these guys? Man, I was hoping we could catch both of them with the suppression. No such luck, though. Matthew McConaughey, I really want you to move because I don't want this other pod getting spawned. Unless, well, now that blows your cover, and then if we blow your cover, you're definitely porked. Uncle Jared, are you spotted in this tile? No. And if that pod wanders into us, it's not the end of the world.
Position confirmed.
So we're gonna bring Uncle Jared to here. How does this thing even work? We could throw the stun at that man. I don't know if that's going to be useful. We got Uncle Jared and we got Reese Disorderly Witherspoon. Reese, you got a smoke grenade, right? You do. So let's bring Reese Witherspoon to here. Papa Juice, you're on Overwatch. Matthew McConaughey, I really want to move you in the event that you get flanked so that you don't. But I also, you know what? Be on Overwatch. If these guys come running at us, we'll have to figure out a way to deal with it. How big is this smoker? We got to know how big a smoke grenade is before we know whether or not it's going to be actually pretty big. And you know what? With this cover and smoke and Overwatch, and then we can have Philly chop some suppression as well, I think we are likely to be okay. Uncle Jared, you're on Overwatch. And Spectre, we're going to have you throw a little bit of suppression here. I would love to be able to suppress both of these guys, and when I initially did this, I thought we would be able to get the double suppression, but no dice. So these guys, oh shit, there's 4 of them, and they're onto us. All right, that's not great, but they should close in. They are coming at us. Oh god, they're gonna pull all of our Overwatch. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Everybody is coming? Okay. Well, on the plus side, we are in an elevated position slightly. Got 1 damage on a graze on a drone. 2 went through the armor. Phil Spector managed to murder that man. The dodge! Tanya Harding! She pirouettes away from danger. And somebody just got marked by that officer who should not have gotten an action because he acted... Why are these people getting actions? They should not be getting actions. They activated this turn. You don't get an action the same turn you activate. That's horseshit. Oh, I am super salty. Super salty about that shit. All right, so Jared, we could have you. I want you in full cover at the end of the turn. Is there anywhere you could make a run and gun, get a quality shot, and still be in full cover at the end of it? Assuming we can kill enough of these guys, the answer is yes. I am supremely, supremely salty about that first turn. The fact that those guys got to activate, mark, and shoot, that is some horse shit. So what's our hack bonus? A small alloy cache or squad targeting. Squad aim increased by 20 and crit chance by 20 for 2 turns. That's really good. It's just too unlikely for us to take it, really. So Fogel... Okay, first off, Reese Witherspoon, what can you do? Your best shot is a 49%er at this engineer. Get some even worse shots back there. All right, so all of your shit is bad. OJ, 62% on the stun lancer, 37% on that officer hiding back there. Nobody can even see that drone. We might have Bill Cosby shut it down or try and seize control. Phil Spector, what can you do? Not a hell of a lot. I would love to get Phil Spector over here and suppress a bunch of these guys. That would be extraordinarily useful. Jared, probably going to have you run and gun. And I feel like we're going to need also... We're going to need at least 1, possibly 2 flashbangs. Matthew Broderick could give us the bang. It's just, unfortunately, there's nowhere he can do that from cover. This guy is our main problem. We need that guy dead. So I think we may have Jared Fogel go see if he can deal with that problem for us. If we bring Jared over here, we could run and gun. Actually, you know what we should do is we should try and get the objective set and call in evac. In fact, now that our cover is blown, we should just call the Sky Ranger right now. Try and call it somewhere where we will be able to get in and drop with reasonable cover if we need it. Yeah, so we're going to call the Sky Ranger right now.
This is Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
Then I think we bring Jared over here, put him in this half cover, which is really kind of unacceptable, but it will give him quite a good shotgun blast at this man. Alternatively, we take Matthew McConaughey and we just have him go cut that bastard's throat. That's our other option. McConaughey, if he hits, will likely kill him. In fact, you know what? Matthew McConaughey could do some... Oh, we could get some double duty here out of Matthew McConaughey. How much damage does the thrown axe get? 4 to 6. If we had a 4 health trooper, I would love to go throw this axe right into his face. We do have a 4 health trooper. Could we get an axe chuck at that man? No, he's too far away. Well, it was a nice thought. How much does your flesh do? Not against this man, but against this man. 85% chance to hit, minimum damage is a kill. All right, let's get a little tricky here. We're gonna live dangerously for a moment. Matthew McConaughey is spotted. His cover is blown. This is fine. We're gonna throw an axe into this man's face. 85% chance to hit here. Good chance for a crit as well. Matthew McConaughey splits his dome. All right, Pete. I saw a man over there, and I was like, he got a dome on him, and you know, sometimes when you got the dome, you gotta go for the dome splitter. And when the dome needs split, ain't nobody split it like old Matty Bean. Just a hunky guy out here splitting wigs. You know how I do, Pete. Okay, that was frankly nothing short of beautiful. Excellent work out of Matthew McConaughey this turn, and we're going to get some solid work out of Phil Spector as well. Phil Spector will be able to see 3 enemies from this tile. It's not really that big of a problem. We're going to bring him over here. He's got a flank shot. I was hoping we might get some suppression out of Phil. He doesn't have enough bullets, though. We'll hold off on that. This leaves Uncle Jared open for a big old run and gun for us. The question then becomes, where do we want to employ that run and gun, and how best to do so? We could come down here and take a flanker. If it hits, it would be extraordinarily good damage. I'm a little worried about this pod behind us. We can shut down the drone. So Matthew Broderick, we got you. We got Tanya Master Plan Harding, who needs to be moved to some better cover. Tanya's pretty quick. I'm curious about maybe getting her in a position where we could get some utility out of her flamethrower. I don't like the thought of moving her closer to that surveillance drone, though, and if possible, I'd love to keep her in this smoke. So maybe we just have Tanya wrap around to here, and then take a shot at this stun lancer.
Moving on target location.
Unless the hit percentage is bad, and if our hit percentage is bad, we won't even take the shot. You know what? No, that's not good enough. 75% chance that this misses, it's unacceptable. We're just going to set him on fire, I think. The problem here is 3 to 7 damage, but since he is, this will probably make him burn, and if he's burning, I'm assuming we're going to finish him off with the burn damage. Or alternatively, we could just straight up ignite him off the, just like right away and burn him off the face of the planet, which honestly, perfectly fine. If he's dead, that's all I care about. So the cause, we're probably going to have you shut down the drone. Matthew Broderick, what do we want to try and get out of you? I mean, better cover for one, and I think a flashbang on our last 2 foes. Are we going to be able to kill both of those other guys is the question. The answer to that question is probably no. We could have Reese Witherspoon. She can't holo target? Why not? Oh, she can holo target. So maybe we holo target for Phil Spector? Or is that the wrong... That's probably the wrong unit, though, isn't it? Yeah, Phil Spector can only see the officer. I really feel like Phil maybe should just throw the flashbang. Let's have Phil flash him up. That was not a flashbang, Pete. That was a smoke grenade. You just smoked the enemy. Yep, so that was, what's the word I'm looking for? Ah, yes, catastrophic clusterfuck is the word I'm looking for. That needed to be this, and now Matthew Broderick is going to have to flashbang these two. I'm sincerely dubious they'll move out of that smoke we have conveniently provided them, so that's bad. Sky Ranger doesn't arrive for 5 turns, which is also kind of shitty. Well then, I was going to send Jared Fogle over here on a run and gun, but since our friends now are, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, entrenched. That may be suddenly a much more risky proposition. Actually, they are not getting benefits from the smoke. Alright, that's weird. OJ, what's your hit percentage? 37. As strange as this may sound, I think we have OJ chuck the flasher. The question is, can we get both of these guys in a flashbang from our current location? Because the answer seems like it's a solid no. We actually can't well, if we can't flashbang them both, we don't want to just flashbang one. That's a bad value proposition. What about, can we grenade one? Nope, we don't have the arm for it. Oh, come on, OJ. I know you weren't a quarterback, man, but I expect a little better from you. So, Fogle? I still want to have you come over here and work on these guys. If we flank the... You know what? Screw it. We're going to get a little aggressive here. If we flank these guys, this will give us something. And that it will force them, or rather encourage them to move. And if we get maybe a little lucky with the critical here, Jared might even be able to kill one. 73% chance, because... So this would be a 78% chance if this man didn't have defensive smoke helping him out. There's that. Got a graze. Perfect. Yeah, that was not especially good. We're in a little bit of a pickle. We got a lot of people who don't have any corner cover available and are going to be flanked from like one direction or another. You don't want to be flanked by one direction because they'll start telling you about, you know, girl. They'll be like, oh, you know, you don't know you're beautiful. Be like, oh, you know, I had suspected I was beautiful because people often told me I was beautiful. And sometimes when I smile at the ground, I know it's a little hard to tell. But, all right, so we're just going to shut this. Controlling the enemy would be useful, but we can't afford to take that risk. Shutting them down is the slam dunk. And it's good we didn't go for the control because we would have mucked it. Bill Cosby knows how to shut us. Yeah, Pete, come on, man. It can't all be just, you know, allegations jokes all the time saying, I know how to shut someone down. Yes, if you dose them with barbiturates enough, it'll frequently shut them down, but you can't make that joke be every joke, Pete. It can't just be that, folks. I really would like to get OJ into full cover. We could also take one shot in Overwatch with OJ. This is a bad shot. Would we be better off to go for cover and Overwatch? I mean, OJ has ready for anything, so he gets to shoot regardless. If we put him here, though, he's going to be vulnerable to flanking. I think we just go for the luck shot. Let's hope to get a little lucky. We did not. And then with our second action, we're just going to be on Overwatch. Oh, no, we're not, because we're out of bullets. I guess we'll just reload and pray, then. All right, so a couple mistakes that turn, most specifically throwing fucking smoke at the enemy. That was genius. I should be getting some Overwatch here. We do still have, all right, 3 damage on a graze. Seems like the enemies take a lot of friggin' grazes. Phil Spector is dead, or rather bleeding out. There's no way we can save Phil Spector. Oh good, our whole team panicked. Well, this has gone fantastically. And also, it's not over yet. That's the other thing. Don't get shot. Or get critical. Sure, why not? Because we can't hit any. And now that man is on Overwatch. Perfect. The whole team is panicked. So who has actions? I mean, Fogle still has actions. Where's Matthew McConaughey? Panicked, of course. Nice job, because you could have killed both of these guys by yourself. That would have been extraordinarily useful. Somebody needs to do something about the dying Phil Spector. Bill Cosby has effectively nothing he can contribute whatsoever. I mean, he could throw a flashbang for us. Wow, this went all of the wrong, like, real quickly. Can we hit both of those guys? Man, is this big? No, of course it's not big enough to hit both of them. That would just be foolish, Pete. Well, we could take one bad shot and then throw a flashbang, I guess. Point blank, can't hit. All right. I'm pretty sure point blank shot just has to be used while you're adjacent to the enemy. Let's take a shot here with OJ. 3 damage. All right, well, I mean, it's better than none. And then this time we should be able to flashbang both of these guys. Yes. So the bang is down. Jared's going to have to go try and figure out something he can do with these guys over here. Meanwhile, we're probably going to have Cosby stabilize Phil Spector. Reese Witherspoon, can you do anything at all? Like, literally anything would be helpful. Even a 49... Okay, hollow targeting is probably more useful. We got to get that officer dead. So if we have Fogel step around to here, he's going to have a flanker. Let's see what his hit percentage is like. Can't miss, guaranteed kill. What does the stunner do? 91% to stun this man. If stunning him is all it does, then I want him dead. I don't want to stun him, I want to kill him.
Target neutralized. Running dry on ammo.
Got a suppressor. Suppressors are excellent. They reduce our infiltration time. We've had some good luck with those. So Matthew Broderick, we're not really going to get shit out of you. Also, we still haven't even set the bomb yet. Reese Witherspoon can't really do much of anything. Although she could go flashbang these guys for us again, which theoretically might be her best potential use. You know what? If we move Reese to here, she's going to have a flank shot. I mean, she doesn't have a gun, but this man will be flanked. Yeah, so she could flank him with a hollow target. That's great. Instead, Reese is going to re-flashbang. And somebody has got to come kill this man. Or do something about him. Matthew Broderick, you already got hit. No, you're fine. Cosby? I feel like maybe we can hold off a turn on Phil Spector. He's bleeding out, but I mean, he ain't going to bleed out right now. He's bleeding out, but he ain't going to bleed out today. Meanwhile, Matt, these guys are flashbanged, flanked. We could put Cosby on Overwatch. Is this full cover? It is. Let's bring Cosby. I know that I'm in the middle of a pincer here, and it's all of the bad. I don't want to be here. I'm going to rely on Matthew Broderick to get us out of this. We should be relying 64%. Well, I'm in the open. You're in the open. Even if this hits, it doesn't necessarily kill you. I could launch a grenade at you, but the problem is that doesn't necessarily kill you either, and I need that grenade, so... All right. Matthew Broderick gets the job done, although he is standing wide in the open now. There's just nothing we can do about it. The surveillance drone is back up. Sentry and officer are both still disoriented. Nobody has set the bomb yet. We really need to get that bomb gone because I have a feeling we're going to have reinforcements inbound real soon. Taking more shots at OJ. All right, OJ's got cover, but he is, he's badly hurt. I hate these sentries with a passion. Because now he's going to be on Overwatch at the end of this turn as well, which is total bullshit. Everybody's working over Reese Witherspoon. She stands strong, though. Reese Witherspoon's a strong woman. Some loot expired. I really don't give a shit. Please don't be panicked anymore, Matthew McConaughey. Good. Somebody's got to go set the bomb. Can you get over there and do that this turn? No. Can you do anything useful this turn? Nothing more useful than setting the bomb. All right, then. So, Jared, we're probably just going to need you to double move. Is there full cover anywhere? Yeah, double move to that full cover. We're not going to get anything more useful out of Jared. Matt, I want you to have some manner of cover, but I'm afraid to go this way because, you know what? No, if there was another pod, they'd already be here. This is a safe move. If there was another pod, they would already be here. How many turns until Phil Spector dies? He's got, he's got 2 more turns. It's fine. Somebody's going to have to pick his dumb ass up and carry him, though. We cannot forget this. He will have to be carried to evac, and that's going to take a non-zero amount of time. So, if we go grenade, can you get it out there deep enough to do anything? Well, this says it will destroy some cover, but I'm highly dubious of that claim. We have not been having good luck with getting cover destruction. Not at all. But it's a minimum of 1 kill. I don't care about destroying loot. It did not destroy any cover whatsoever. That's just the thing that doesn't happen anymore. So Tanya Harding. Man, I was hopeful we could get Harding in a position where she might be able to get a flamethrower shot on this guy. But instead, I think we're probably just going to have her go flank him. Also, Tanya Harding is injured. We could go regular grenade, or we could go flashbang. I think we go flashbang. We got to keep him flashed out. I know we're over flashing maybe a little bit, but hey, who doesn't want to be flashed by Tanya Harding? She's a lovely lady. So somebody's got to go clean up the mess that is Phil Spector. What tile is Phil in? He is in this tile. So let's go grab Phil. We're going to stabilize him. Well, it's not really a heal so much as it is stabilization, but we'll spurt the goo on Phil Spector. He's now unconscious. We're going to try and get him back on his feet. Can Reese Witherspoon pull a flank shot? No, because she doesn't have a goddamn gun that works. I got to admit, I really, really, really don't like that snipers have no weapon other than their sniper rifle. Oh, shit, I forgot this drone was even here. Shit pickles. That's real bad. Forgot the drone was there. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move to flank this guy. We can no longer shoot, but what we can do is hollow target. Or we're going to hollow target this surveillance drone. We can't leave OJ in... Oh, shit. I was going to have OJ shoot it, but he's not going to get 5 damage. And if we leave him in the open, he's just dead. I don't suppose this... Yeah, we have... Okay, so effectively for that ability to work, we have to be right next to the enemy. Like, literally, absolutely adjacent to them. And also, OJ is not going to be able to find a place of safety. Well, this sucks. Well, if OJ's going down, you might as well go down swinging, OJ. Take the hollow targeting shot. Maybe we get extraordinarily lucky. Yeah, I didn't think we would. Minimum damage for OJ. He's probably gonna die. He's badly injured, which, yeah, this is... Even if it does even one... Oh my... The juice! He's got the moves! The hips! He can't be stopped! Well, this is gonna suck. Oh, Matthew Broderick. The car stopped the bullets. They say they don't build them like they used to, but Matthew Broderick is living proof that, in fact, sometimes they build them just the way they used to. All right, first off, Reese Witherspoon, can you do anything whatsoever at all? You have a 59% chance to shoot this surveillance drone, or alternatively, you could hollow target it. Your shot on that man is terrible. You have an explosive grenade, you do not. OJ, you have an explosive grenade, and you could make that man be all of the dead. That's what we're going to do. So, OJ, take this shot. Okay, some damage to the drone whose armor is holding strong, and then we're going to have you chuck a frag grenade up here. This man is going to get hit, probably not drop through a floor, even though this building has taken catastrophic damage. And in the old system, that would have dropped him. He's actually now exposed. Reese Witherspoon, I don't suppose you could finish him off. You have a 54% chance to hit this man when he is in the open and flanked. Why? Because you're too close? You're too close. I really wish you had a pistol or something. Matthew McConaughey is going to come here, and we're going to have him set the bomb. I'm quite glad we actually pre-evac'd, because Bill Cosby is going to pick up Phil Spector and start making a run for it. We're going to bring McConaughey over here. Grab your boy, Phil Spector. Billy's picked up. Get him to the evac, Cosby. Over here into this full cover zone. We don't need anything else out of the Cos this turn. It's fine. 66% chance for Matthew Broderick is bad. Tanya Harding. Tanya Harding can just come up here and set this guy on fire. A plan which I'm shockingly okay with. It just leaves that, it still makes that drone a problem. But we'll have a couple shots at the drone. Our best shot is still at the drone with Reese Witherspoon. Unbelievable. But she got it done! Yeah, you know, we may pull out of this one, but if we do win, we're still going to win ugly. Broderick, I need you up here. This is somebody else who will have a shot at this man, and Tanya Harding doesn't have to run up onto a rooftop next to him. I'd really prefer that, because she's very badly hurt. There we go.
Taken care of. Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contact.
Oh, man, that turned out way uglier than it should have, and apparently we didn't need to evac at all. Just, we got to blow up the statue. So what we should have done then, okay, valuable lesson learned. What we should have done is sent in Matthew McConaughey on a stealth mission, had him plant the explosives, and then we could have just... We may not have been able to get out of that. We probably would have had to wind up killing everyone. Successful shot percentage, 100%? Okay, I mean, I don't think so, but... Average damage per attack, new record, new enemies killed per turn, a new record. Average cover bonus was terrible. Nobody died, though, so everybody's coming home. We did see Matthew McConaughey bust out in a breakout role. He did some fine work for us. Operation Moon Saga, though, was every bit as ugly as Stephanie Meyer would have wanted. Well, probably not as she would have wanted. I'm assuming when she wrote that, she was like, this is good. I've created a remarkable piece of art. Who am I to judge? You know, I mean, I do have a literary degree, so I feel like that maybe I'm slightly entitled to judge the quality of her writing. But millions of people like it, Pete. 50 million Frenchmen can't be wrong. Oh, yeah. Well, there's the whole Jerry Lewis thing, but you know what? I'm not going to bring that up. So, okay, so OJ must have quit. Simpson's going to be gravely wounded for 28 days. Lance Corporal Phil Spector. Spector is out for 33, but we did pick up some promotions. And hey, the Joker is still looking strong. Oh, you know it, Pete. You know, what can I say? I'm an unstoppable badass. Lone Wolf is not terrible. Infighter. 25 dodge against attacks within... Honestly, with the new dodge mechanics, that seems useful. But none of it is as good as Shadow Step, so we're just going to take that. That's got McConaughey sorted. Additional customization options are available for our newly promoted soldiers. Oh, fantastic. I just wish full customization from the start was unlocked. Locked on. 10 aim and 10 crit for successful shots against the same enemy unit. That's fantastic for OJ the way we've been using him. Suppression, less good. Pump action. 2 extra ammo in your sawed-off shotgun. Intriguing, and I really kind of am interested in what the sawed-off can do, because it looks like it does do a truckload of damage. But honestly, I think Locked On is just probably too good to pass up for OJ. It's going to be a month before he gets back to action, however. Phil the Spectre. It's probably going to be Shred. Oh, Hail of Bullets is so good, though. Lockdown. Yeah, bonus to hit against enemies who attempt to move when suppressed, which is very good. But, I mean, we got to have somebody with Shredder. Armor is almost insurmountable. A couple more promotions here. Tanya Master playing Harding picking up fire in the hole. Rockets are more accurate. Well, I gotta say, I would be a fan of that. Suppression, interesting. What's Roused? Special flamethrower shot that does damage but forces enemies to change their position. No, it's fire in the hole. And Reese Witherspoon also picked up a completely pointless promotion, but on the plus side, we can give her Snapshot, so maybe once in a while she can actually fire that sniper rifle. With the change to move Death from Above to the top rank so that you cannot have both Snapshot and Death from Above, I really feel like once again snipers are back in the bottom of being just straight up hog water garbage. What's hog water, Pete? Well, if you've ever been to a hog farm and looked in a pig's trough, the water, typically it's not that clean because pigs aren't that clean animals and sometimes they poop in there. That's hog water. It's also Reese Witherspoon, and it's also where this episode ends. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down. A double outro interruption from Bradford. The man is in rare form today. You done, Bradford, talking about your uniform? I'm done because I was talking about hogs pooping in their own trough. Are we both good? I think we're good. Good. All right, well then. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more of the dankest farm animal references, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.